Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know she was telling you no.
Like, yeah, my mom doesn't have my stuff out of the storage yet, my winter clothes. And she sent you out the house like this?
And it was 35 degrees.
Okay, way too high for me. Okay.
Again, we still want to go forward with pressing charges on the child.
Sure.
So,
Because they were afraid that there was going to be a fight in the bathroom during school. Will be our biggest problem right now. And I just put in my most recent newsletter. If you read that, it's probably the vaping that's happening.
Man, they said the principals. Lord, hold on.
They had.
I can't believe what he just told me.
He said that they had 40 teachers quit in the last 2 years.
This boy is pretty much at a Rikers Island for kids.
Yeah, run that back turbo. Choppers on deck, everything is on demand. You wanna check, first you gotta have a plan.
Good morning. This is my little piece of peace in the morning. It is 7:45. I hope you guys had a wonderful night's sleep. I wake up in the mornings and I usually work out for a good 15 minutes to 20 minutes before I get my kids up. Today I have to work. Daddy is at work. He gets off around noon. I have my nanny job to do, and then we have an appointment with the principal. I'm going to take you guys along with me today to see what we find out. I've been super stressed over the last week, so yeah, there's that. But I appreciate all of your comments. For the people who are stating, I would have been up at that school in a heartbeat. Like, what are you talking about? At that point in time when I got that phone call, school was let out about 40 minutes later. I was working. I was on a job. I didn't have a car at home. And Dad was at work across town. And literally all I could do was just jump on the phone and make some phone calls. So yes, I would have been up at that school immediately if I did not have a child with me that didn't belong to me, and if I had a vehicle. So yes, I totally get it. I just wanted to point that out because I felt you. I enjoyed you guys' comments, every single one of them. You guys are speaking totally the way that I was thinking and everything. So I sound like Beyonce with that deep voice in the morning. Yeah, I gotta wake up, let that sweetness come out of me. We'll talk in a little bit. Let me get my kids up. You're welcome. Huh?
Who put my jacket on the couch? Me.
Okay, put your shoes on. We gotta go. Yeah. Hi. I had a conference call with Miss Love this morning. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know she was telling you no. Yeah, so apparently little Miss Brooklyn is in classrooms telling her teacher that she's not going to participate and do certain things when the teacher's telling her to do something. So we will make sure to get that in order. She told her yesterday to come and participate, and she was like, no. She said, I need the 4 girls to leave the table and come. Brooklyn never got up. She wouldn't go. She shuts down in class. Anytime something's hard for her, she just shuts down. So, yeah, we're gonna have to, she's gonna have to leave this TV alone. She's not gonna do anything until she's reading. She's having issues in reading and math right now because she's struggling, and she shuts down whenever she gets hard words or she shuts down whenever she doesn't understand a problem. And she had division homework yesterday and completely, she was like, what's the sign? What is this sign? I'm like, your teacher gave you homework and she didn't go over it. And obviously, you know the answer to that. We all been in school. And she's like, well, maybe I went to the bathroom. I don't know what I was doing. I could have been doing anything. So, okay, yeah. She just thinks everything is a joke. I got to get this girl in order. I'm waiting on my kid now. I'm about to start a load. How can you press charges on a student that you have no information about? He won't give it to me. So this is why I have to go to the school to try to get something out of it. And I'm so happy that me and Daddy are both going because, yeah.
Duck.
Okay, so what, you're gonna draw a duck?
That's a wheel.
Okay.
That's a wheel. That's a wheel.
You can draw a banana.
I can't see banana. No.
Little learning early morning. My mom's still sleeping, so we're just doing a little work at the table. So I must say I'm reading some of these comments, and some of y'all are like going in because I made a comment about the person's parenting or whatever the case may be. Our children are a reflection of us. So unfortunately, I don't know what you want me to say. They are a reflection of us. Yes, some kids have issues or whatever, but they're still a reflection of us. And regardless of whenever you started parenting your children at 1, 2, 3 years old, whatever, like trying to teach them values, they're still a reflection of us. This child that I'm talking about in particular does not have any mental issues. I was already informed he had no health issues. Like, there's nothing wrong with this child. So again, whatever. No, I don't know what goes on at their house. I don't know their mother. I don't know any of that. But I gave her my number to try to talk and work this out. Okay? I want y'all to understand that. I gave her the chance. I gave her the chance to do that. So, that already shows me your character. You didn't even try to call to see about your child. You didn't even try to fix the situation or try to see what was going on. So it just screams volumes. It screams a lot. And I still stick by what I said. Like, it's my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. It's my opinion. Parents. So Mars finally up. He's eating. Little stinky butt. Thanks, good morning. Morning. Look how big he's getting, guys. If y'all haven't been following me for a while, I say this because I started this channel and I was pregnant with him, and it just amazes me. Like, every single time I see this little booger on camera, because he was in my belly when I started this channel. He was born on camera. He was like everything. So, oh my goodness, he keeps growing. Tell him to stop. My daddy's home. I'm gonna take a little trip. Come on, big guy.
Mama has a toy gun.
Come on. You got a pacifier. Let's ride. Oh yeah, it still feels nice though. It feels nice now. It's not like really cold. It was super cold this morning though. It's really weird how it just kind of went from being really hot, and then we had no fall in between, and it's like, hey, welcome to winter. Yeah, but I mean, feel it. Do you like? It's like 30 and 50 degrees, and they actually need jackets in the morning, like jackets. I seen this one little kid that came to the bus stop this morning in shorts, no jacket and a short sleeve shirt, and I was so confused at what their mother was thinking.
And she was like, yeah, my mom doesn't have my stuff out of the storage yet, my winter clothes. And she sent you out the house like this?
Man, it was 35 degrees this morning.
I'm gonna need y'all to care a little bit more, you know, care about your babies. Care about them. We all they got. Everybody's gonna have things to say. Yeah, everybody will always have their opinion. Nobody's gonna agree 100%. But I do not feel like I was wrong for stating that about, you know, their parents. No, I blame their parents. I do blame the parents, because your children are a product of you and the environment they grew up in. So if you are surrounding your children in like a terrible environment where there's abuse and there's this and they're, you know, you're not teaching them anything. It starts like when they're babies, 1, 2, mom are in the age 3. That's when they first learn, they first get it. So if you're not really hands-on then, and you're just like whatever, you can't really.
They just don't go wild, kind of.
Yeah, but yeah,
Kind of how they do when they in the walker.
Right.
As they grow up, you gotta kind of guide them and stuff like that.
Exactly, you have to guide children. So yeah. I mean, it's my personal opinion.
Keep him up to date. You know, he's 11, 12 years old. He should know better than to like stab someone.
Right. Right.
Flat out.
And a great look at this example. I started Makai with the cleaning stuff when he was 1, 2 years old. He used to help me load the laundry. He used to help me load the dishwasher. He was loading the dishwasher at 3 years old. Look at him now. Still doing it. And loves to do it. So, I mean, so we're about to get us a little coffee because we need it, and then we're about to go see this principal in a good couple of hours. You hot? Okay. It's got payphones too? Oh, you don't see that every day.
It's my block now.
Okay. Yeah. No, there's no drive-through. So we're gonna have to go in, guys. Yay, we got treats. Thank you. We're probably gonna try this little hibachi place later. We were gonna go back to the place where we got our little gourmets from, our little vegetarian sandwiches. Would you rather that or
No, I want to go to the
you want to hibachi? Okay, yeah, we're just gonna go to the buffet after the little principal meeting. So yeah, grub dub. I'm starving. Or if it's extremely hard for her, she just chooses not to want to learn or try. She just says, well, whatever. Like, I don't want to learn it. So, math and reading is the only thing she's going to be doing this entire weekend.
Yeah, she definitely needs to take a break from the devices before she needs to get her activated in school.
Yeah, no, there is no device today. There's no device tomorrow. There is none.
Yeah,
she is legit.
Sometimes
Yeah, gotta.
she needs to get better in school.
And then especially.
I thought it was just with us.
Yeah, that's what I thought she was doing, just with us, but it's not.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
And then telling the teacher no.
Word.
I gave her my number. I was like, you need to call me ASAP. As soon as she tells you no, as soon as she speaks, just be like, hold up, I got your mama on speed dial real quick. And that's what I mean about staying on top of your kids. Like, why you can't, what's wrong with staying on top of your children? There is absolutely no excuse for it. Absolutely no excuse. None. People just choose not to and then want to make an excuse about it and then just blame everybody else but themselves. No, you can't. So. Yeah, she's wildin'. Straight wildin'. It's not gonna happen. We're not disrespecting anybody as long as I'm breathing. So we ended up at the park for a little bit.
down. Woo!
Good job, Pinky.
Good job, Steezy boy.
You gonna do it?
I'm gonna try.
You want to get on the low one or you gonna
I'm gonna
get
get
on
on
the
this
high
one.
Okay, Mama. Here I come.
What are we doing?
Sit on my shoulder.
I'm what now?
Sit on my shoulder.
Sit on your shoulder?
Yep.
Yeah, Mommy.
Okay, wait, way too high for me. Okay.
Just pull yourself up and sit down on it.
Okay. I cannot do this now because like my leg, the way it's set up, it's not gonna work out.
But I'm not gonna let you fall.
I want my
You
leg.
need to go higher.
No. Okay, wait.
I'm not gonna trap you.
This thing.
Oh my God.
What you want?
To get down.
Hi, Danielle.
Get your shoes. Got 'em?
This is why I can't get anywhere.
Did you get all that? Oh, that was priceless.
I can't.
Danielle, do this.
How was that too high?
Oh my God. Me and my issues. She's totally afraid of heights. We are approaching the school right now. We are about to go have this meeting. I am going to switch on this device and I'm going to record him. Let's see what happens.
If you want to have a seat, I'll grab a notepad. I'll be right
No
back.
problem. Yep, you can have a seat anywhere where you want to sit. No problem.
We have buses that don't like
Leave
to
early.
show up on most days, especially on Fridays.
Yeah, that's quite okay.
Yeah. So, but thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
No problem.
And dead bodies, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bet you never seen that before, huh?
I have. I used to
You
work in the
have?
medical field, so
Oh,
I've
did
seen
you
it.
really?
Yeah.
So, if I understood what you said correctly, it was a 90-year-old lady.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody saw her when the heavy rains came a couple days ago. She tripped, fell, but then drowned in a puddle.
Yeah, apparently she
something?
slipped and fell, and hit her head, and no one knew she was out there, and she died. I went to go see my sister's new house. We walked into her backyard and saw a dead body. Her neighbor died next door, and Jamal had to call 911. This was our picture.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's horrible. That's
Then sit
horrible.
down.
So, but anyway, wanted to invite you in just to talk through any concerns that you may have. I know, I guess when you talked to Mr. Greiter, the chief middle school officer, I guess he was sharing that you have some concerns about the atmosphere of the school just being
Right.
unsafe for kids.
Right.
Is that
Well,
the
yeah.
idea?
Well, one, for that reason, and then secondly, you know, like I said, the officer called me back after you and I spoke and stated that I couldn't press charges, but I was told that I could.
Gotcha.
So,
I didn't even know he called you after we
Yeah.
had spoken.
yeah, he
Okay.
did. He called like a good 15, 20 minutes after we hung up.
Okay.
So, again, we still want to go forward with pressing charges on the child.
Sure.
So, regardless of what happened, it was a malicious intent. He said he was going to do something and he did it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty much where we're at right now
Okay.
with the whole situation.
So,
And I don't know if you gave them my telephone number or not,
I
or
gave
if
the mom. Did she end up calling you?
no one contacted me.
Okay, so I did. You gave me the permission to give your phone number to the other person's
Right.
mom. She was a little apprehensive at first, not knowing, you know, if she were to call you.
Right.
You know, would you be yelling at her, mad, you know, what kind of thing? I
Right.
said, you know, I don't think so.
Right.
I said, she wasn't yelling at me.
Right.
You know, it was a fine conversation.
Yeah.
I left hanging up from her thinking she was going to call you.
Okay.
But at least that's what she told me.
Right.
Kind of like I said, I can't make her go ahead and call you just like I can't.
And
make her
and
come in
and if she
you know.
would have, it would have helped the situation a little
De-escalated.
bit better.
Yeah.
it would have. Honestly, I just wanted to speak to her about what her son did to my child.
Yeah.
And that's really what I wanted to just have a normal parent conversation.
You bet.
But-
Yeah, I thought she was going to, so I'm disappointed to hear that she didn't.
Yeah, it's just hard to work with someone, especially if you don't want to acknowledge what your child has done.
Absolutely.
So,
so short of our school resource officer, I'm guessing that's who you talked to, our deputy merch. Is that
Yeah.
who called you 15 minutes after? Okay. So have you taken other channels? Like, have you called the sheriff's department to file a report?
No. We literally just had them call yesterday. It was just a chain of events. I called the school board and then contacted you. You called me.
Gotcha.
We were dealing with that situation, so.
Yeah.
I've never been in a situation like this.
Sure.
So I don't know
You bet.
the steps to take and what to do or whatever else. But I know that my son's safety is number one priority of mine.
Yeah. So here's what I could recommend to you, right? This may be the right channel, maybe not the right channel. I'm not really sure because a lot of times it doesn't get to that point.
Right.
A lot of times once our school resource officer calls and kind of says, here's where it's at, typically they've already run it up their chain of command as well.
Yeah.
And that's where their sergeant is basically saying yes, no, maybe take a report, whatever it is that they do. I don't have the authority, obviously, over the deputies. They're their own entity from the school system, so however they run it is how they run it. What I would suggest is to call the non-emergency number and just share with them, hey, I'm a parent of a student at middle school. I'd like to make a report about somebody injuring or assaulting my child, and they'll probably redirect you in the right way.
Okay.
The second they hear, this is just my assumption, once they hear it's a school-related matter, they may pass you to the school side of the sheriff's department to talk to maybe one of the sergeants or possibly the first sergeant, in terms of the hierarchy, as opposed to having like a traffic cop or something like that, come out to the house. That's just my guess, but I don't really know. But I'd probably say just call that non-emergency number.
Would I need the details of the other student, like as far as their first name and last name?
No. Like I mean, you can give them that if you have it. I mean, if we share that with them, then you can share that with them.
Okay.
I can't release that information to you, obviously.
I mean, I have it through my child, but I was just wondering.
If they decide to follow up with it, they may leave it just like he told you. I don't know. Not my decision. If they pursue anything, then they'll get in touch with us or they'll get in touch with him.
Got it.
To
Okay.
go ahead and get all the
The
information.
information. Okay.
Yeah, because my guess is he probably filed a report. I don't know if he shared he was filing a report because typically that's what happens. Typically they run it up if there is a charge going to be pressed. That's getting to be a big deal at that point at a school. And if not, they typically just file a report to say, hey, matter happened. We have it on file. No further action, or something like that. So that way, if they ever need to refer to something in the future, if the same child were to be involved in something again, hey, something happened 2 years ago, something happened 8 months ago, blah blah blah, and you kind of have a little more of a pattern on somebody to say it's happening. So they'll work however they work it out.
Yeah.
Do that.
Okay.
I do want you to know though. I did after we spoke, and I don't know if I told you either. I did want to make sure, and the teacher had already ensured that the kids are not even sitting next to each other in class anymore. So I think I forgot to maybe tell you that when I was on the phone, but that was just like a standard thing that I typically do anyway. Hey, if there's conflict between two kids and they're sitting right next to each other, let's
move them.
You bet. You bet. Has there been any problems since that time?
He hasn't said anything about
Good.
anything, but it's not always a good thing just because he keeps things to himself. So I don't know how good of it is.
Yeah.
How well that's going for him because it'll build up before he actually tells me what's going on. Yeah, unfortunately.
And did you tell me the other boy did not go to
No,
the
he did
school
not
as
go.
far as you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They never crossed paths.
Okay.
And even if they did, it still, doesn't justify the fact or anything. I don't care if he went to school with the kids since kindergarten. It still doesn't justify
It's
the
not
fact
like
that
there's bad blood
Yeah.
history there, because then we can make sure definitely in the future, hey, separate these kids out.
No.
So there have been a lot of changes that have happened here in terms of two administrators no longer working here. Me coming on board, trying to put a lot of measures in place to get control back. And quite honestly, it's been an environment where there has not been a lot of control in place for kids. all the way down to, us tightening things up with backpacks, cell phones, tardies to class, that sort of thing. I meet over the summer with folks as I was starting up here, and literally a lot of parents would share concerns with me, not a safe school, and they were not wrong. That was the case, where their kid wouldn't even want to go to the bathroom during the day because they were afraid that there was going to be a fight in the bathroom during school. I'm excited to say, in terms of, major conflicts like that, we have not had major fights, to that extent. So we have tightened up a lot of things. We still have a lot of work to do. Probably our biggest problem right now, and I just put in my most recent newsletter, if you read that, it's probably the vaping that's happening.
Wow, really?
So y'all just heard some of that, right? So this man told us that the kids do what now, baby?
Man, they said the principals. Lord, hold on. This man said their biggest problem and concern right now, we're at a middle school, is vaping. That's in class. The biggest location is the bathroom. We're in middle school.
Imagine what they're doing in high school.
Oh my God. They probably shooting up and doing coke in high school.
Oh my goodness.
Like they probably got the dope just running through the hall.
He said that they had.
I can't believe what he just told me.
He said that they had 40 teachers quit in the last 2
This boy
years.
is pretty much at a Rikers Island for kids.
Like literally.
Like,
man,
what?
you can imagine how the high schools are though. Them high schools had to be lit.
They gotta have adults posted up by bathrooms so nothing goes on. This man said he had to stand by the bathroom for an hour and a half so no incidents would happen.
Wow.
So don't nobody go in there vaping.
No fights.
What?
Wow.
At 11 and 12, how would you feel comfortable sitting in class and just pulling out a vape pen and then just ripping a fat
And
one?
where are you getting it from? Oh my God. Man, Mama, I saved all my lunch money this week. I'm hungry as a bitch, but guess what? I got me a vape though. Oh my God. Oh my
So
God.
all that craziness we be hearing on the bus, that's why nobody wants to drive buses.
Mm-hmm.
These kids are out of control.
Completely out of
They
control.
can't control them in the class.
Can you imagine
So
on the
think how
bus?
much energy they got when they get out of this school.
Yep.
And you only paying these people $11, $12 an hour to
Goodness.
drive these kids with 1,000% of energy home from school.
Yeah, no.
And you gotta take several bus loads because they're missing
Yeah.
100+ routes for these kids.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just think, that's mind-boggling if you think about
So
that. bro.
apparently he said that we couldn't he said that they said that it
He
wasn't
said that
enough.
the officers on campus are a separate entity. So he didn't even know the officer called her. So when the officer called her,
I thought that was a bunch of
supposedly
BS.
he made a report, sent it up, and they told him, oh, go ahead and let her know she can't press charges, she can't do nothing, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah.
So he told me to call pretty much the 911 non-emergency number and see what they say because and they'll take a report or whatever and then send an officer out if they feel like it was enough. So it's really out of my hands. It's not much that I can do if they decide that
That
it's not.
to that extent for us to press charges.
But I can tell you, he did tell me that the kid did get a lot more than Malik got.
Yeah. He
Which-
can't tell us exactly. Or the
Yeah,
details.
but it was the way he was talking was like suspension. It was definitely suspension the way he was
He probably
talking.
got like a week or two.
Not even that. They probably get a couple days, if
Think so?
anything. Yeah. I highly doubt a week.
I mean, he said they're trying to crack down on all the nonsense.
Yeah.
I mean, but you, like you said, you never know.
I can't believe that.
I didn't know middle school was popping like that.
So what's going on in y'all kids' middle school?
Word. Please let us know.
Cause I knew oh my God,
'Cause this is high school.
No.
pretty much, what they got going
my
on.
friend okay, on some real stuff. I have a friend that has some girls that go to middle school in Georgia, And she told me that they was in the bathrooms, like in middle school. They were like getting each other out the way, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah.
Sheesh.
So, yeah. High school, like, this is sad. It's like just a whole bunch of kids just sleeping with each other. Why y'all doing this? You got your whole lives for this. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, oh no. This is like so disgusting. Talk to y'all kids, man. Just talk to your babies.
I keep them hip, man.
Cause I'm sure some of y'all sitting there talking about my baby would never. It's y'all don't even know. Some of y'all kids already having sex at 11 and 12 years old, and y'all be like, "Oh, my kid would never." The fastest ones in school.
Word. Got all types of niggas on the line. You don't be so quick to give your kids cell phones and all that other stuff, man. It's a lot of nonsense going on out here, especially through the internet and stuff like that. As soon as they get that phone, your child is basically an adult nowadays.
Yep, seeing everything.
Like you gotta actually think about it like that. Once you give your child a phone, they're damn near an adult. They got access to everything you got access to.
So we came to get a quick bite of this little hibachi place. It's really cute. And yeah, looks good. Yeah. Stinky butt. My handsome man over here. And then we're gonna hit up the store and grab some stuff and then head on back to the house. So we're at all DANYEL'S.
Charles is gonna pee right here.
Baby has the potty. No. So yeah, we're gonna pick up a few items and I'll be back, guys. We wanted some snacks, guys. We at Walmart. I finally was able 25 minutes in Taco Bell for the kids. So yeah, bringing them back. Taco Bell is down here. It's right here. It took us 25 minutes. Check out y'all Walmart because they got like an end of the season clearance and everything is like super cheap. Say for instance, like, you know, bug spray. Keep them critters away. Only $2 and they'll try to charge you like $8 for this can. $8 or $9 during the summer. So yeah, check it out. You'll thank me later. So we spent about $35 getting some movies. About to head to the house. As you see, it's dark already. Time is definitely going back. In the fall, you fall back, and in the spring, you spring ahead. And that's how I've always remembered it. So, but you see how dark it's getting already, and it was getting dark at 9, close to 9, and now it's getting dark at 7. So it's around the corner. I've been abandoning y'all. I apologize, but we're ending the night. And of course, I thought about you guys. I've showered, we've been home, we ate, the kids ate, everybody was good in the hood. And it's a little bit after 11, and it's time for bed. Come on. I'll hold it. Can't wait till your workbook comes because, yeah, guys, I ordered her workbook off of Amazon, so looking forward to that because she needs to do some work. And I couldn't find anything in Walmart, obviously, when we went earlier. It's kind of great things inside, so I'm excited for her, right? Learning?
No, I hate learning. Good night. Mommy,
Wow.
I need a homework.
I just can't win. All right, whatever. Good night.
So it's not nice.